It's officially summer and it's officially wedding season.
That's right. While weddings are a time to celebrate, they can also be challenging and very overwhelming for a lot of people. No present company included here. Well, yes, present company included here.
So here now to ways to deal with the matrimonial stress is the Love Doctor. I feel like you need a private session. Dr. Terry Orbuck.
How many minutes, right?
So Ruth is getting married in the fall, and let's just talk about some of the things. You're getting married in, you're planning an out-of-town wedding, which is even more difficult, Terry. But what are some of the things that adds to the stress of planning a wedding?
Well, one of the biggest things is who should sit next to whom and who has rights to the decisions like flowers and guest lists and invitations. And so the power issues come up as well, and it can be very overwhelming and challenging. But the single most important thing to remember is that if you want to reduce stress, you need to change how you think or see what's happening. So you need to accept that there are things you can't change and change the things you can. And you can change how you see things. So let's say your mother and your future mother-in-law to be are arguing, or something doesn't turn out right.
No.
If you take it personally, if you take it as a reflection of you, then you're going to feel the stress. So don't take disappointments personally. Don't take things as reflections of how you are or should be, and expect the unexpected.
Well, I know that you have several tips that you're going to be talking about, but I think it's one thing I'm learning, and my fiance Julie is planning all of this, but bottom line is, I mean, this is pretty much her event, but this is also an event
you're
for the
really
people.
you just get
I'm
to
just
show
showing
up.
Right. Yeah, no one's even looking at me, but it's a show, and there are so many things that are involved with this event, this show, from the food to the everything in between. Delegate responsibilities. That's one of the things that you want people to know. That's an important one, isn't it?
That is so very important, that you shouldn't take all the responsibilities onto yourself. Don't say yes to everything. Give activities to people, your friends, your family, even your partner. So you may not be involved directly with all of the things about the wedding, but you can support her in her decisions as well.
This planning a wedding, though, it is the perfect storm of disaster because you've got your parents, her parents, and you've got the bride who wants it this way. You've got huge expenses, and oftentimes not enough money to cover them, and you have all these guests who aren't going to be invited. I mean, boy, it is a lot. If you can plan it and not, kill each other in the process, that's a success, isn't it?
Absolutely true. And there are two things you want to remember that this event is really about. First, it's about a relationship. It's the celebration of a relationship and a commitment. And so you want to remember that. So throughout all of these decisions and stress and activities, remember that the two of you need to take some time by yourself. And the two of you need to celebrate your relationship. At the same time that you're the we orientation, don't forget the I. People tend to forget that you do need some alone time still, so that you need
eloping is such a wonderful option. Eloping
destination
is a
wedding
thing,
But people say that then your family and friends don't get to partake and participate in the joy and the celebration of your relationship.
So don't forget,
they do. Absolutely.
Everyone likes a good party. Absolutely.
Right. That's the bottom line. An open bar.
Yeah, there you go.
And the other thing that I think people need to remember is that don't bottle the stress in. Talk it out. Communicate with other people, your partner, but also I always tell people to have one special person, one special friend or family member that you can go and talk to and let it all out. Release all the stress. It's okay to say you're stressed and talk about the stress.
All right. Thank you very much. Good advice, Love Doctor. Did you learn something?
I feel better.
You feel better?
A
little bit.
I got to find that person to talk to.
Right.
Pick up my phone.
For more of the Love Doctor's advice, listen to our talk.